Need quick comma tips to ace your essay?
Well, you've come to the right place. In our opinion, the most important comma tricks to know are the acronyms SPICE and FANBOYS. So listen up, kiddos, and we'll tell you the tale.
Alrighty. Well, first off, the SPICE acronym stands for Serial, Parenthetical, Introductory, Clauses and Coordinating Conjunctions, and Exceptions.
Serial commas refer to comma use when listing things in a series or sequence. So if I were to say I need milk, eggs, cheese, and a magazine from the store, I would place a comma after every item on the list.
This example of serial commas brings up the bonus comma tip about Oxford commas. The Oxford comma, also known as the serial comma, is used prior to the and or preceding the last item in a list. I personally am a huge fan of the Oxford comma.
Me too.
It adds incredible clarity. For example, take this sentence. Among those who came to watch the show were the president's two daughters, comma, Bill Clinton, comma, and George Bush. Now consider this sentence without the Oxford comma. Among those who came to watch the show were the president's two daughters, comma, Bill Clinton and George Bush, implying that the two daughters are Bill Clinton and George Bush.
So as you can see, the Oxford comma is fantastic. However, the Oxford comma is often debated, so to be sure if you should use it or not, please ask your teacher what they prefer. And if they have no preference, then use it. Now moving on to the next letter in SPICE, P for parenthetical.
Now, you may be confused as to how parentheses connect to commas, but this is because in more formal writing, commas can replace the informal parentheses. Now, these are only supposed to be used if removing the words or clauses in the parenthetical commas would not change the meaning of a sentence.
Next up, introductory commas. These commas should be used at the beginning of a sentence after a dependent clause or phrase, but never after an independent clause. An example of this would be, when I am older, comma, I will be more intelligent.
Don't we all hope so?
I sure hope so.
Moving right along, we have clauses or coordinating conjunctions, also known as fanboys.
Anyways, you use coordinating conjunction commas when you have two independent clauses joined in one sentence by for and nor, yet, or, but, so. Take this sentence, for example. John is very funny, and he likes to do stand-up comedy. There is a coordinating comma between and in the sentence.
However, if the sentence were John is very funny and likes to do stand-up comedy, you would not include a comma before and because the clause after the comma cannot stand on its own. So if you have two independent clauses joined by one of the fanboys, then put a comma before that conjunction.
Right.
And if you have one independent clause and one dependent clause joined by a conjunction, no comma.
No comma. Finally, we have the exceptional comma uses. If you are curious about these, they should be easy to look up, specific to the style you're using on the internet.
Quite true, quite true.
Right.
Well, that's all the time we have today, folks. We're your Bradford Grammar experts, and we'll see you next time.